Good evening, everybody. My name is Bubby Craft, and tonight we're unveiling the mystery character that I asked you all to comment on in the Diesel video to try and tell me who it was. This mystery character is Daisy! Haha! We're gonna go ahead and build Daisy today in our episode. And one of the things that we're gonna do is just hope and pray that all the mods and everything work and stuff like that. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to start out with a 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A 3 by 15 block worth of slabs, and these are upper slabs. As you can see, if I go like this, it then becomes a lower slab. We want a 3 by 15 of upper slabs. When we start from, or to place the casings, or the bogies, whatever you want to call them, what we do is we're going to start from the front side, whichever way you want Daisy's face to go, essentially, but it's also going to depend on where the flag is. So if your flag is facing this way on the station, then that means Daisy's face is going to go that way. So, and that's also true if you were to place down a station and you have the station with the arrow facing that way, and you place the station and you go like that, that just means that the arrow is facing that way, so Daisy's face is going to be going that way. The wheels that we're picking are going to be the double axle, and what I went with is the, I believe, the arch bar. No, it's not the arch bar. Where is it? The modern. We wanted the modern, just because of the way that the modern wheels look. So let's just double check. Modern. No, it might have been the Bloomberg. Was it the Bloomberg? It is not the Bloomberg. Hold on, I'll get it. Is it the Y25? It is the Y25. We went with the Y25s just because I liked the way that those looked based off of the ruler photos of the original models. And what that is that someone took the original models and put them up against like a ruler and took photos front, back, and sides. And, you know, I've been using the ruler photos to build these models and kind of just developing my own system of measurements and things like that. But anyway, let's keep cracking along here. From the front, you're going to count in 3 and place your first casing, and then go to the back and count in 3 and place your second casing, or your second bogey. On the underside, if you were to count in from that bogey, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to be where the first part of the, what we're calling fuel tank, is going to go. And then just place the other slab right there. So basically just making a fuel tank, or what looks like a fuel tank. Then go ahead and line the outside with copycat half panels, making sure to skip the second one in on both sides, because we're going to be doing something different on the insides there shortly. And what we're going to also be doing is we're going to grab plenty of copycat panels. And at the time of this recording, there is a bug in Copycats Plus where if you place a locomotive that's already in build mode out of build mode, or disassemble it rather, you will lose the copycat doors that you had placed on there. So once you have something built, just leave it assembled essentially until you're more than ready to disassemble and do things, or until the bug has been fixed inside of Copycats Plus. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to add a door on either side there. Inside that door, we're going to grab some leaded glass and lime wrapped, or brass lime wrapped local metal. Leaded glass is going to go on the top. Brass locometal or brass line locometal on the bottom. And that's going to be our doors for Daisy. Our next step that we're going to do is we're going to grab copycat ladders. Place down copycat ladders on all 4 sides. You can have whatever texture you want to have for those. I actually like the way the industrial iron sheet metal looked. It kind of just gave a different texture and different color to the ladders, just kind of made them pop a little bit. I thought it looked kind of neat. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a copycat panel, and we're going to go ahead and place that copycat panel like this. We're going to run a row of copycat panels along down the middle, or along the bottom row, as well as the middle row. Just right there on that side. Oops. And we want to go just like that. Or just like we did on the other side, right there. Alright, once we have our copycat panels placed, we're going to go ahead and place a piece of brass wrapped locometal, lime locometal on the 4 corners. Just like so. And we're going to grab ourselves copycat panels to place over top of those brass wrapped locometal, just like so. So your daisies should be looking like this right now. This is where we are in the project. Our next step, we're going to go ahead and grab a copycat sloped layer. And that block looks like this right here, the copycat sloped layer. We're going to place down a couple of temporary blocks. And we're going to place down our copycat sloped layers. And what we want to do is we want to click 7 times, because 8 times is going to be a full block. So we want 7 times on these copycat slope layers. So we're going to click 7 times. 5, 6, 7. Oh, that was 8. So there we go. 7 times there. Remove our temporary blocks. Repeat the same process over here. Add temporary blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 7. And then we're going to fill those in with the brass wrapped lime locometal again. And we're going to leave those just like so. Next thing we're going to do is something pretty cool that I only recently discovered, because I'm a bonehead and it takes a while for me to discover things. And sometimes people have to tell me what we're doing and how things work and everything like that. So once again, we're going to actually keep, we probably should have just kept these temporary blocks. So you know what, we're going to add those back in. We're going to take a copycat board and place 3 copycat boards right there. 1 right there, 1 right there, and 1 right there. And what we're going to do with that now is we're going to remove our temporary blocks again, finally. And we're going to shift click inside those boards like so. Once you've done that, you're going to remove the outside, and you have essentially just created yourself a front. So the best way to describe what this does is just to show you real quick here. So we've placed down copycat boards here, 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 and here. What we've done is we're occupying the same block space by placing down these boards. And we can do that to fill in as much of the block as we can. And there you go. See, it's so cool. I had no idea that that's what boards did. I suggested to the devs at Copycats Plus that we make a panel that connects and makes an L shape like we see right here. And he's like, yeah, the boards do that. And I was like, oh man, why did I not know this? But anyway, we're gonna take a lead-lined glass and go right there in the middle and grab a regular piece of glass and place that regular piece of glass right there. And we'll, oh, whoops, I did not mean to do that. So let me do this again so you guys see again what I did. We're gonna place down boards here and here, 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 and here. And then you'll come inside, you'll remove those temporary blocks, and you'll shift click 5 boards just like so. Jump back out and delete those boards right there. Whoops. There we go. Delete those boards on the outside. Yep, like that. Okay. And actually, I apologize. We can delete these boards as well. I was thinking something different, but we want that brass wrapped logo metal right there, and that's what we're gonna do. Next thing we want is we want to grab the lime slashed logo metal, and we're gonna fill in our back like that, and our front is going to be white logo metal with the slashed. I believe it's slashed. Yes, it is slashed. And that's gonna be the front of Daisy right there. The reason that we did that whole thing with those boards and discovered something brand new, so on and so forth, is because we can now go ahead with our slices and place copycat slices right there, and run copycat slices right there. And we're gonna grab some yellow concrete and place yellow concrete right there. You might be asking or saying to yourself, why don't you just use brass to go with the brass lime local metal? Because the brass looks disgusting when you do that. And we want something that resembles Daisy, not something that resembles vomit. And then we'll finish filling in our windows right there. So it gives the illusion that there are 3 separate windows, something like that. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to kind of make a mess here. We want to place down a bunch of temporary blocks. It does not matter what block you use. It does not need to be these brass wrapped lime local metals. We just need a bunch of temporary blocks. You're going to place those temporary blocks just like that. The reason that we did that is because we're going to stupidly, oh my goodness, we're going to stupidly break our door and have to completely replace it. Oh my goodness. I want leaded glass, please. Thank you. And for this guy, for these side ones, we want to do lime slashed local metal like this and like this. Okay, there we go. And you know what? Actually, before we fill in our roof, let's fill in our bottom with the brass slash local metal like so. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just mimic the other Daisy over there. We're gonna go 1, 2 leaded glass, 2, oh, 1 glass, 2, 2 glass, 1, So 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. So again, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Wait, I already messed it up. Boop. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna come in here now. What we want to do is we want to place down temporary blocks all the way down through here. And all the way down through here. The reason that we're doing temporary blocks all the way down through there like that is because we're going to make a special roof. This is a new type of roof. We haven't done this yet. We're going to run copycat boards all the way down the side. Like this. Perfect. Then we're going to enter. Oh. So we actually need these doors to face in like this when you open. There we go. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove these temporary blocks. Once we have the boards placed on either side, we do. Perfect. We're going to take our copycat boards, run them all the way down the temporary blocks that you placed on the roof. What we're doing here is we're building the roof. This might seem tedious and this might seem like an annoyingly daunting task, and it is, but it's going to look really good in the end. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to right click those boards onto the boards that you just placed. So that way we have one cohesive roof. And then you're going to come out and you're going to go ahead and just get rid of that outer board. And we're going to replace it with our brass wrapped logo metal. Let me show you what that looks like from here. So we're just going to replace, or we're going to fill those in like that. And we'll be getting rid of that outer shell like that. Now that we've done that, we can get rid of our temporary block roof. And we're going to do something cool. We're going to grab a piece of light gray logo metal and a piece of gray logo metal. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 3. So just basically every other line of boards is going to be a different type of logo metal, starting on the outside with the light gray and then doing a row of the gray. And that's going to give you the illusion of those divots that she has on the roof, or those little ribs or humps, whatever you want to call it. And that's it. That's literally Daisy right there. The only thing you need to do is grab yourself a couple of train controllers. We'll place one there. And we'll place one there. And we're gonna grab a seat. I'm gonna go with black, just because, why not? Place yourself one right there for the driver's seat. And then to simulate passenger service, place a row all the way down through here, so that way your friends can sit and look out either window or either side for the windows. Unfortunately, there isn't room to go side to side. If you come up with a different way to do that, I suppose you probably could just run a line of boards down and do the same thing with the boards we just did with the roof, but kind of right through here. it would stick out a little bit. You'll see. If you'll see it when you try it, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, that is going to be Daisy right there in a nutshell. And perfect. If you have any questions, make sure you leave those questions for me in the comments below. Oh, I'm not sure if anybody noticed this, or if you're in the comments screaming at me, hey, you messed this up. You just made this whole speech about how Daisy's face is supposed to go this way, and then you didn't do it. Well, guess what? You can delete that hate comment right now because, hey, haha, boop. And we actually need to replace, or we actually need to copy the same design that we did down here on both sides. So we want our yellow concrete. There we go. So now we have a static front and a static back to Daisy, and Bob's your uncle. Alright, if you like the video, please like the video. If you dislike the video, please dislike the video. That being said, I do appreciate each and every single one of you. You are amazing. Even if you're telling me till you're blue in the face that you hate the way this thing looks and it doesn't look exactly the way you hoped it would. All that stuff. It's great. Comment, do the thing, like, share, subscribe, everything. I love y'all. Okay, love you, bye. In one of my previous videos, though, someone actually did request that I show at the end of the tutorial the locomotive in action. So hey, here we go. We're driving Daisy. We're driving Miss Daisy. OMG, I've made a pun. Look at that. When you go to glue Daisy, just glue Daisy as one solid glue. It's one solid glue. There's only 2 bogies. It's easy. Alright, cool. That's it. Okay, love you, bye!